and good evening. Brave new day is upon us, a dawn of a new era of Nintendo. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be talking about Nintendo Switch Online a little bit, as I've been talking about the past, Jesus, I don't know, fucking 3 weeks. Even further back than that. Gotta cover the online service. There's an app, you know, I took a brief look at it, and I think I want to talk about it a little bit today. We can finally play Balloon Fight online, everybody. Thank you for joining the stream. I hope this will be sufficient. So let's take a look at the Nintendo Switch Online. Here it is. Oh, wait, no. This is the wrong... Here it is. Wrong with this. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, bad joke, I know. I know what that was. So Nintendo released an app, Nintendo Switch Online app. We're going to talk about the features of the online stuff, but I guess for me the more interesting thing is this app. This is as close to a virtual console as we've received, and so that's somewhat exciting for me. I just wish it was a little bit more than NES. I know there was some like leaks about Super Nintendo controller support, but you know, maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. So this app is apparently like 50-something megabytes. Which is like 10 times the amount of space that the games themselves take up. Which I think is very humorous. So, we're going to take a look at the games that are available, and I'll talk about them a little bit. First off, let me show you the games I had as a kid. Dr. Mario. Zelda, of course. Mario 3, Mario Brothers. That's it, of these games. I played a lot of Excite Bike later on. I played Mario Brothers in Mario All-Stars, and I played Ice Climber a little bit. Balloon Fight, I played, obviously, the Game Boy version I talked about plenty, but the original, I think I played in Animal Crossing. So it's not really a great selection of games. We've talked about this plenty, and really all I can say is you get Zelda, you get Mario 3. Excellent. And then there's some, and Mario 1, you know, obviously is good, but then you get Yoshi, which is alright, I guess. The thing is, like, you get Ghosts and Goblins, and I know Capcom just released a Mega Man collection, but I feel like a Mega Man representative would have been nice. Again, it's like a shitty NES classic, with ice hockey and baseball. Gradius is pretty good, though. Anyway, you'll notice here you can do 2 players, and you can do online, which, the way this works, as far as I can tell, is obviously I don't have... I've said obviously many times so far. I just started the stream. You know, you have join friend, and then you can how to use voice chat, which is use your fucking phone, I think. All right, so then what you do is create an online. So I don't add a lot of people to my Switch Online because when I did that with the Wii U and with the Nintendo Wii, it filled up and it was just really annoying. I don't think there's, like, matchmaking for randos. Here you have a summary of the games. So again, this is $20 a year and you get this, which I think, you know, if it's like a streaming service, it even kind of looks a little bit like your streaming services that you see more of, you know, so maybe they'll add more over time and, you know, every couple months maybe we'll get some new games. Until we get SNES games, I'm not crazy about this. The only thing that I'm happy about is that maybe when we do get NES games, Super Nintendo games, we'll get Mario Kart Online and stuff like that. So, I guess it's, you know, it's something. It's something. For the $20 a year, it's cool, I guess. So here's Zelda. I mean, what? I've streamed Zelda plenty, but here it is. I wonder where they got the ROM from. EMU Paradise? Zelda 1, I think, is still a great game, and there's arguments against it, because, you know, you have to, like, burn every fucking tree, and it's so vague, but the point of Zelda for me when I was a kid was that... Oh, that's how you suspend the game. You create suspend points. So, yeah, it's just, this should be Virtual Console. The point of Zelda was getting together with friends and trying to, like, tell each other the tips, and, like, share the map that you made. Like, oh, if you burn the second bush from the right in the third column, you get, a goblin that greases your hog. Here's a question for anyone who may know in chat. What's the online functionality with this? You can swap the controller to someone else, that's it? Some kind of hand to give you hints or cheer-ups? Okay. So let's say I really suck at Zelda 1, and I'm streaming it, and you know how the chat's like been pass the controller? You suck at this game, bro? I can actually pass the controller to someone else and just watch someone stream the game for me. You know what? I like that. Oh god, they didn't get rid of the slowdown, huh? This isn't an HD remaster, is it? Could you imagine if Nintendo remade Zelda 1, but just made it look like Newtopia? It was deliberate! It was deliberate! By the way, this is what Newtopia looks like. That's a crusty image, but still. Vinny, I'm on your friends list if you want to test it out. It's Jordan. I don't even know who you are, dude. Like, I'm sure I knew at some point, but if I don't know... Like, I didn't know I had a friend called Jordan. I want you to know that. So, I'm sorry. I am a rotten friend. And I deeply apologize for my egregious offenses against you, my friend Jordan, who I probably have spoken to twice. Fuck. So how do I pass the game to you, bro? I want you to take over, Jordan. I just want to watch someone play a video game. New Vinesauce streamer, Jordan. Jordan is joining. Okay, hi Jordan! Okay. Move the cursor for applause? What the fuck is this? Okay, now Link is laggier than ever before. No, seriously, he's actually a bit laggy. Oh, that's not gonna get annoying. That's just not gonna get annoying, ever. Turn low latency mode on or off via the gear. Alright, Jordan, you're up, buddy. Have fun. Someone just said, why did you give Nintendo money? Listen, you knew I was gonna do it. I pay the $10 a month for Sony Online, and I barely even use that. I mean... I have to, you know, I mean, I'm gonna play the games online. Jordan's playing, by the way. Crush that shit, Jordan. Do it. Vinny, you don't even have to play your fucking own games on stream anymore. How great is that? I love it. I'm just sitting back, got my hands behind my head. I could clap at Jordan. Yeah, dude. This is cool. This is cool. I can just do the shitty, like, shitposty commentary. Good job, Jordan. You killed an Octorok. Get that one. Get that one. Good job. Good job. This is the worst thing ever. Get that motherfucker. Get those motherfuckers. Get those motherfuckers. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You got them. Come on, look, get that one. I'll just point. Yeah. Look at this quality. It's a fast one, right? You know, I could point to bushes. I can point to bushes that you can burn, right? So I can do that. So if Jordan is lost at any point, I can look up a guide. Yeah, the low latency mode seems like it would be necessary. This is actually adding quite a bit of input delay. So... And I think I have to exit out of the game entirely to, I like how at all times it says select and start button at the bottom there. So I think low latency mode... Like, I already have latency because I'm not playing this on my TV. I'm using my capture card to view this. But this is now almost unplayable. So for an action game, this is bad, I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that this is actually just straight up bad. So I'm gonna go... Pixel Perfect, 4.3, CRT filter. Okay, so you have some options. This may affect audio and visual. Come on, Nintendo. What are you doing, man? Okay, this is actually quite a bit more playable. The only delay now I'm noticing is the same delay from my capture card. So... thank God, by the way, because I was really worried that my NES games would look a little crusty. I wouldn't want my 8-bit NES games to look worse while I get good quality. That's me. Now I'm clapping. What can I say about this? It's... You know what would be cool? If they included the randomizer. If they just, like, surprised the fuck out of everybody, and they just took the randomizer ROM, and it was like, input random seed. That would be cool. Thanks, Jordan. Alright, well, this is, fine, I guess. It's Zelda, and it's on the Switch. As if I haven't played this everywhere else, it's now on the Switch. And, again, to just kind of... explain why I did the online service. At some point, I'm gonna be using the Nintendo Switch Online again for online games. There's no chance that I wouldn't eventually have to get this, especially as a streamer. So, you know... And also, too, just to check out the NES app and stream it. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing very much of these games. But I'll wait until the good ones come out. You know, you got suspend points. At least it's a competent emulation, and it's got, like, a nice interface. It's very clean, very simple. I will give credit to Nintendo Switch from the beginning, actually, having a good interface. It loads really quick, everything's really clear, everything's really simple. Some people want custom themes. I think that would be cool. I'm surprised they haven't updated the look of the Switch interface in a year and a half. I thought for sure at some point we would get, like, the ability to make folders or the ability to arrange games differently. Like, really surprised that hasn't happened yet. But, Vinny, who is Jordan? Is the new famous Vinesauce streamer friend? Obviously. So here's one of the lesser puzzle games from, the NES era. And, you know, I never owned this game. I'm not really sure why I'm playing it now. Like, I guess... It's, you know, easy. I guess it's easy. I wonder if there's an online... Here, Jordan, we could do some two-player. You know? Go ahead, Luigi. Alright, Jordan, can you play this? Yeah, there we go, there he is! Hey, it works well. I mean, the online works well enough. It's just really easy to just jump in. Listen, the potential for this could be cool for future games. I hope that this is a service that continues to evolve, and I want to see my favorite Super Nintendo games. I'm sounding like a fucking salesman. My favorite Super Nintendo games! But really, no, I want to see some good Super Nintendo games on this, and I want to see, like, Contra 3 with online multiplayer. The thing is, as cool as this has been done by emulators for, you know, a long time. And I know some people are, like, staunchly anti-emulation, but most people aren't, and you can just do a lot of these games. Like, I played Secret of Mana just online. And it was great. It was like a really good experience. It wasn't that laggy. So that's what I want to see on this thing. But, alright, so Yoshi works. That's cool, I guess. So is there a point to the NES Classic anymore? Yeah, I think there's a collector's point to it. Like, for example, some people want the system. They want the controllers. I mean, yeah, there's $60 NES controller facsimiles coming out for this thing. But I think some people... And there's a different game selection. There's a better game selection on the NES Classic currently. So yeah, I think there's still a reason for it. I don't own one. I don't want one. Oh, I'm noticing some input delay on this one. That's not good. I think if I played this on my TV, it would be a lot more acceptable. But, again, I'm playing this through my capture card. I'm just wondering how much of this is related to... You know what, I need to do an experiment. I need to turn my TV on real quick, sorry. Because there's a way better latency. So, when I stream games from the Switch... I usually put it up on the TV. So here, let's see. I wanna make sure that everything here is... I wanna see how bad the delay is under the proper circumstances. This is for you, directly for you. Your connection's unstable. Where the fuck do you live, Jordan? Okay. I think Jordan's playing. Wait, what the hell? No, I'm playing. You live in Utah. Okay. Oh my god. It got real bad for a second. It was just like, I think me turning my TV on maybe lagged us? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm gonna say that this is much more acceptable for a game like Mario, where you need... What is that? Oh man. Oh my god. No. I don't know if this is Jordan's fault. I don't know if it's because we just have a bad connection because of Utah, but... that is bad. I don't know if it's Nintendo's quote-unquote online service that we're spending money on to get P2P online. Wait, are we Vine Risening? Is the stream looking like poop too? No? Okay, so then it's just the online service. No, it's you, Vin. The stream was dying a bit. It lagged for a second. Okay. Maybe It's like brief Vine Ryzen. Let me check my connection setting. This is unplayable. That's actually unplayable. Instead of letting you play and having the other player catch up, both people just lag. And it delays your, like, so if you press jump, it'll just happen a second later. Go ahead, Jordan. You play while I do a speed test. So I'm getting 58 megabits per second down speed, so that's good. The music fucked up! My up speed is normal. It's 50 megabits per second. It's good. That's as good as it ever is. Same as it ever was! 57 now. Yeah, that's good. Jordan, it could be you, or it could be, again, Nintendo's online service is crusty. It's Jordan. I mean, he's trying his best. Okay, can we- I'm gonna go back to Jordan isn't- yeah, no shit. Okay, now he's gone. Game saved. Right, okay. And then go back to game selection, and now we're in single player, one player. Right? And then load suspend point. No, that's at least seamless enough. Oh, it wants me to be player 2. I don't have a player 2. I'm gonna chalk that up to Jordan's connection. Do I have anyone else on my friends list on the Switch? Like Desert or anything? Alright, let's see what the, what this is like. It's flawless in single player, you know. Obviously, it's good. I don't think they would fuck that up. How could they? Yeah, there's no input delay. It works well. I'm playing the Pro Controller, it's good. So... yeah, the online aspect of this, I still think it's being handled poorly. Like, so, when you lose connection, both people just get fucked up, and everything gets, like, input delayed really bad. So... I'll friend you, Char. I'll definitely- what I'll try to do is, I'll try to get my mods on here after this. So, I'm not gonna do that now. I don't want to enter a bunch of codes while I'm streaming, you know? Alright, let's see. Maybe... Desert, I don't know how good your connection is, but, I'm going to play while we wait, no passcode. So, let's do another experiment and try Mario 3 with Desert and see if that works any better. Desert has come to play. Okay, good. So we got a signal quality of 3, which was the same as before. Oh, whoops. I meant to do two-player game. Hang on. Beep. Okay, so... there's, again, the return of input delay. Oh, look at that! There you go, unstable connection. And it's garbage again. Okay, it's stable again for a second. The input delay is minor. But the freezing is, like, totally unacceptable. That's not okay. And I don't understand, like... It's an NES game. And there is a 7-day free trial to this, so you can just, you know, test it out. You can chest it out and see... I didn't realize we were doing Mario 3 Corruptions today. Someone said, are their servers overloaded? But this is peer-to-peer. So I don't see how that could, you know, be the case. I'm looking at my performance and I don't have any packet losses or anything. You know, my speed seems to be okay. Turn off low latency. So then you're gonna play Mario 3 with input delay to the point where, wow, that looks like ass, but I guess that's the point. So you're gonna play Mario 3 with input delay to the point where you're gonna end up missing jumps because it takes a second to perform the jump. Sounds like fun. Yeah, this isn't playable. Like, for a game like this, you don't do this. Also, look at our connection. It's hovering at, like, 2 bars. And I know Desert has a good internet connection. Vinny, I have 100 up and 100 down. How is this possible? This is in desperate need of an update, is what we're looking at. I will say that the CRT filter does look really good, you know, for what it is. It emulates all the shittiness appropriately. Yeah, good. Go ahead, Desert. I want you to experience the input delay of non-low latency mode. Also, this is Green Mario. And I want you to know the difference. That's Green Luigi. Green Mario on the right, Green Luigi on the left. Now you know. Also, isn't it really nice that Toad is getting a lot of attention on social media today? I mean, finally he's getting his due. I'm so proud of him. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Shit. Now, Desert, that was Desert, that was like you trying, right? Like you made the attempt to play the game, yes? There's Desert's internet connection right there. That was a whole second of input lag. That's cool. Also, how the fuck am I ever supposed to play as Toad again in Mario Kart? I just want to know, like... It's gonna, like, from this point forward, my chat is going to get ruined at any mention. It's not fair, man. It's not fair. Toad... Fucking Toad. You need the amiibo? I guess I do need the amiibo now. But remember, the Luigi amiibo's a butt plug. Anyway, so listen, what I'm trying to say is this. I'm trying to say that this is not playable, for Mario 3. I'm sure there's some shitty games that could be, played, you know, with a little bit of, input delay, but it's really noticeable. And this is 2 people that have good internet connections. So this online service that they're touting, like NES Games with Online, is hack fraudery. It's a sham, is what I'm trying to say. It's a farce. And they need to fix this because it's absolutely... It's disappointing. You don't notice it as much with a game like this, but it's still there. Me and Desert are still connected, and it's still there. So, again, listen, for anyone who's like really, really, really into Nintendo, I love them. You know I love them. But they're not above criticism, and in this case, it's just not okay. Low latency mode doesn't work. Like, we now have a stable connection, but we can't fucking play the games properly because there's too much input delay. So, if there's an update that can fix this, great. But I'm not impressed with their online service for NES games, which, again, for me was not a selling point anyway. I thought the selling point was that you get, like, virtual console games that you can play every month. That's fine. But what we have here instead is a bunch of butts. So, yeah. Let's try some of this. Now, Dr. Mayro is probably the best online you're gonna get with this service, because you can kind of deal with the delay a bit. Oh, fuck, never mind. You can kind of... Maybe you can deal with it a bit, and also, just this game is good. And, and yeah, the online seems to work okay for this. So, you know, not all is lost. I played a lot of this as a kid. It's a great game. Oh! Shit. You lack the stamina. Let's see, I'm only gonna do a little bit of this, because it's not really... For me, it's not... Oh. There you go. And that is now... We're not using low latency mode. And again, these are two streamers who have good internet connections that can stream flawlessly. Where is this lag coming from? Is it coming from Nintendo's service? Which is weird, because it's peer-to-peer. This shouldn't be happening. Shouldn't be happening. I know I sound like a broken record. I know I sound like a broken record. Maybe I give Nintendo a week to iron out the kinks. So I'm gonna kink shame Nintendo, is what I'm trying to say. Good. Good, just ruined my whole fucking combo there, Nintendo. Good job. Alright, never mind. In-between server is shit. Alright, well then, you know, we'll see what happens. Maybe this is something they can fix. But, maybe they didn't plan on... You know, maybe they didn't, get all of the bugs out before launch. Looks like people already learned how to swap ROMs. Really? Okay, I can't even load Mario Brothers. Is that true? They have... Listen. They have to be able to fix this. This is... Now it's at a point where it's actually funny. They can make such great games. I mean, Splatoon's online is so good. Splatoon's online works really well for me. I haven't had too many issues with it. Mario Kart, I've had issues with. But I know they're capable of making an online game. It's not like it's beyond their grasp, beyond their reach. They can do it. It's just, you know, they need to get on this. They need to actually, like, think. It seems like this is the online service feels more like an afterthought. It's like at the Direct when they were like, hey, did you know that there will be special offers for the online service? Special offers. And then everyone's like, tell me what the special offers are, Bill, even though Bill wasn't there. And then they said, oh, but we're gonna reveal more about that later. It's like, bitch, the online service is launching in 2 weeks. I know of a personal, not personal, but like a story of someone who, let's just say, they knew the online was gonna be rough. I'll say that. So imagine Nintendo's call center when thousands upon thousands of people are calling up Nintendo services to try to figure out how to make this work better. And like, how come I can't play online anymore? Splatoon. Oh, you have to pay for it. I don't have money, and I don't have access to a credit card. Oh, well, there's nothing we can do about that. You know what? Fuck you! So what else can I say about this? It's, you know... In single player, the games are fine. And as I've said plenty of times on other streams, and I'm assuming there are gonna be people that watch this video when it's full sauce, or there's gonna be people watching now that haven't heard me talk about this. But, you know, NES games... I grew up with the NES. I was born the year that NES launched in the West. And I loved the system, and I played the fuck out of it. It hasn't aged well. It's really not that amazing these days. Sure, there's lots of great games that still play well and look, you know, decent and are good, and you like Mega Man and Castlevania. The classic 3 Castlevania games, I'm not a big Castlevania 2 guy, but I'm gonna say that Castlevania 1 and 3 are fucking amazing. You know, Mega Man is still great. Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, Zelda 1 and 2. There's a lot of good stuff. I even think Kid Icarus is good. Metroid aged a little bad. Kid Icarus aged a little poorly, but there's some great stuff on the NES. But it's kind of few and far between. Like, this is a hard as balls game, so there's gonna be a lot of people that quit this, much like I will right now. But, you know, it's a system that was the formative years of video gaming. It's like in between arcade / Atari and the modern, and you know, well, not even modern, but SNES era of games. A lot of these games are designed to be finished in one sitting. A lot of these games are, you know, arcade style. And that's fine. But again, what I'm trying to say is, I get what Nintendo's going for with this, like, streaming service of NES games, but I'm not impressed right now. That's the Punch-Out crowd, isn't it? I've never played this game. There's a star man fighting in the ring. He'd like to come and beat us, but he had to tape his thing to his leg. Man, it was getting in the way. He's told you not to blow it, 'cause he knows... River City Ransom. Look at that cover. Look at that cover. Look at how fucking realistic the art is on that cover. Man, I miss a lot of these NES covers, including this one. Some of these were just so good, and then you load up the game and it's this. This is a cult classic that I've never really got into. Because I didn't own it, you know. Again, the other cool thing about... Not to be completely pessimistic. Like I said, in single player, these games do work, so I am excited for the future of the service. you know, for $20 a year, you do get a fuckload of games, and there will be more. Okay, alright, that's cool. But the cool thing is, too, they're portable. You know, the Switch is a good system for this kind of thing. So, it's not complete shit. I can be really cynical, I can be really pessimistic about this, and I just want to be fair. I just want to be as honest as I can and tell you how I really feel. And I'm not going for, like, you know, hate points, because, like, oh, it's cool to hate things as a streamer. No, I just don't like it very much, because it's fucking broken, and the games aren't that great. But I think there's potential, and, you know, there's some positive aspects to this. So, you know, I'm not completely upset. I want to know what these special offers are going to end up being, aside from having to pay for $60 NES controllers if you want those. Also, I got $5 off my purchase of the NES Online with my gold points. So, apparently, again, if you get like 7 games, you can get a year of free online. So, you know, you can just take your gold points and apply it to get money off of the thing. So that was kind of alright. That's a good way to end this. I guess I have to play Balloon Fight. This is the butt of all the jokes when it comes to Nintendo Switch Online. I've made many Balloon Fight jokes. Nintendo loves to give this game away, and they've done it for years. Then they repurposed Tingle into Balloon Fight. This is like Nintendo's version of Joust. And again, it's an arcade game. It's designed to be arcadey and challenging in short sessions, short bursts. And it's fine. It's just fine. I liked this game for about 5 minutes. This is like 5 minutes worth of gameplay for me. And that's about as much as I can stomach from that just about now. The original Donkey Kong. Do you remember in Donkey Kong 64 where you had to complete Donkey Kong? Like 4 levels of it? Before you could progress? Oh boy. Weirdly enough, that's where I learned to appreciate the original Donkey Kong. My cousin, who is 9 years older than me, loved Donkey Kong, because he was the arcade kid with, like, the rat tail mullet, and the jean jacket, you know, and the sunglasses, and the bubble yum, and he would go to arcades, and, you know, like, he would do the high score thing, and show off what he was capable of. That was a little bit after me. Like, we had arcades. I remember one of the stores down the block from me had arcade cabinets. It was like 5 of them. So it wasn't an arcade, but you could just go in there, get milkshakes and root beer floats, and play arcade games. And you know what? You would go in there and there would be like 4 kids, always, just playing games. And I kind of missed that. That was kind of cool. Now, if you want to go to an arcade, it's also a bar. Which, I'll be honest, 90% of the time I'm at a thing like a barcade, I do not play the games. I'm there for, like, talking and drinking. But yeah, I missed out on the arcades, and that's okay, because I had the Nintendo Entertainment System at home, so then I could be nice and anti-social in my own house. Vinny, is your family like 90% cousins? That's the thing about an Italian New York family. Yeah, I have a lot of cousins. The cousin that's 9 years older than me is the one that I played most of the games with, that I grew up with. When I mention him, he was like my brother. And he lived close, and we used to hang out a lot, and he used to scare me on purpose. Here's 3 of my cousin's best japes. Alright, we played Secret of Mana together, by the way. He's that cousin. Here's 3 of my cousin's best japes. 1. They're going to stop making cream soda. That was 1. I was like 7 or 6, and I started fucking crying. Because that was scary, because cream soda was the best. Just saying. That was fucked up. And he had me going for like a week. The vomit on the carpet. Oh yeah. That wasn't a jape though. That was we were playing Mario Kart and he was so much better than me because again he was older. You know I was like 7 or 8 and again you know he was way older than me so he was better. So we would play Mario Kart like every week, the original, and I couldn't beat him. And then one time I got myself so stressed out and worked up that I kind of puked on the carpet. And that was when, like, my parents were like, you need to stop playing video games for a while. And then I learned how to control my rage. But for a little while, and I used to, like, you know, we used to, like, punch each other in the arm and shit. Like, we would get, like, heated with video games. But Mario Kart, man, was the one time I was like... You know? But he didn't make it any better, because he would tease me. And he would make the competition of Mario Kart that much worse. Where I felt like I had to do it. And then I was... So, anyway, yeah, so that's that cousin. So the first jape was the root beer. Then, probably the best jape was, he told me the sun was going to burn out. Like, soon. He was, again, I was even younger, I think, than, no, I wasn't. How do I fucking do this? Oh. I was like, wait a minute, what? You can pause during the screen here. He told me the sun was gonna burn out, and then he waited for the right moment. I didn't believe him. And then there was a documentary about it. Like, I guess he knew it was gonna be on, and he showed it to me. And the documentary was like, in, you know, billions of years, the sun will eventually burn out like most stars. But he was like, no, they found out. They found out that the sun is gonna burn out way before then. You know, like, in our lifetime. He was like, no more video games. I was like, no. Oh, I was like, no! So I asked my grandfather about that. No, I didn't puke again. I didn't puke. Not that time, but I got really upset. And my grandfather was like, no, he's lying. And then I asked a few other people, and then, you know, they were like, no. And then he came clean, he was like, no. And then the other jape was that there's a guy named Bin Laden that we have to watch out for in the US. I was like, Bin Laden? Who's that? He was like... I swear to God. This was like 1997. He was telling me about fucking Bin Laden. And I didn't believe him. That was the one jape I didn't believe. I was like, come on. I was like, what? It's like, the sun's gonna burn out? Yep. He knew, well, you know what it was? It was like a news story that he relayed to me about, you know, the exploits of Bin Laden. I guess, you know, it was on the news. So it's not like my cousin was like a fucking soothsayer. He wasn't a prophet. But I'm just saying, I thought it was japes. And then years later, I was like, wait a minute, I know that name. Oh my God. Sport Bowl. The Giants. That's funny. That's real funny. Look, I chose the Giants as my sport team. Is that the Giants? No, that's Seattle. They're pink. What color is the Giants? That's accurate colors, at least for the Giants. You know, I've had enough of that. That was good. What else is there to check out? Really, I'm not doing the rest of the sports games. Excitebike is good. I can do that for a minute. Excitebike is a game that I played a lot. I made my own levels. I think it was Animal Crossing that I played this in. Double Dragon I should play too, yeah. So yeah, Excitebike is great. Again, this isn't a game that you can play for hours upon hours. But it is fun. You can make your own levels. It's fine. I got addicted to making my own levels for a little while. But, you know, again, these games were more appealing back in the day because, you know, this is what we had. So, it's just, they lost a bit of their punch. So that's why when people shit on Nintendo for offering only NES games currently, I understand it. Excitebike 64 was pretty cool. That's a game that they should redo. Or they should, like, do another Excitebike on the Switch. Because Excitebike 64 was cool. The frame rates were ass. Double Dragon. Wasn't there a Double Dragon movie? That was, like, totally not anything like the game. Gotta press select to start this. This is another beat. Wow. Oh my god. That's a start. Jimmy and Bimmy. That's me. I am Bimmy. I still have my NES games. I had some light gun games. I had, like, Operation Wolf. I had Gotcha. I had, Jackal is a great NES game that I think still holds up. I think Jackal's probably one of my favorite co-op games. If they put Jackal on the NES, and they fixed the online enough so that it works, I'd be down to play that again. Because Jackal's a great co-op game, and it's really fun still. But, yeah, I don't know. This is a lot like River City Ransom. I never had Double Dragon. I remember renting a lot of NES games and being disappointed a lot. Also, that dude, look at his face when I kick him. It's like Pac-Man. It's like a sad, ghost, withered Pac-Man. I guess that's it. I'm not doing the rest of the sports games. I know ice hockey is actually pretty decent. So that's your selection of games. You got some baseball, some hockey, tennis. Again, these are not in pro wrestling and stuff. Yeah, it's fine. Like, these games are still playable to some extent, but I'm not impressed. I like the app. I like the concept of the online, and I'm on board for future games. It needs to be fixed. Again, the main critique I have is that the online play... The number one critique is the online play sucks. It's really laggy, and it's really weird. Cool in theory. It needs to be fixed. My second complaint, which I thought was going to be my only complaint, is the game selection is very light right now. So that is Nintendo Switch Online service. I don't love it. So let's hope for better days. And again, I know there's special offers, and I know they're doing other stuff with it. But it's, again, listen, Virtual Console would have been great on Switch from the start because it is a perfect system for a lot of these games being portable and having the ability to just, like, put it in suspend mode. Since we don't have Virtual Console, it's like, sure, I'll take this. But I'm still really missing Virtual Console. The other downside is that if you cancel your online service, I think you have 7 days before the games go away. So it checks when you first load the app. And if you haven't been a member for 7 days, or like, you know, those 7 days are over after you quit or something like that, then the games, they go away and all the cloud saves are deleted. So That's the other benefit of Nintendo Switch Online, cloud saves. But not for every game. Like Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu apparently do not support cloud saves because Nintendo is worried that people are going to dupe Pokemon because you can just like upload your stuff to the cloud and then, you know, send your Pokemon and then download the save. I say you can fix that, Nintendo. You know, tie the cloud save into the game save immediately. Like, have an online check. Like an opt-in. So if you opt in to cloud save, then you have to check online before you trade. There's got to be a way around it. Don't tell me you can't do it, Nintendo, because you're smart. I know you're smart. You've been able to create a lot of cool shit. You can do it. Again, 2 steps forward, 1 step back with Nintendo, always. They're so good at some things and so fucking lazy or shite with other things. I like their games. I can't wait for more. This is garbage right now. Potential, yes. A little bit more exciting than I thought it would be, yes. But it needs a lot of work. Okay, I'm repeating myself, so we're going to stop this segment. And, Vinny sounds like a disappointed dad. I'm a disappointed son. You know, this is like your father gambling away the life savings. Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? So that's Nintendo Switch Online. And the NES app.